My name is Robert Henderson, and what I'm about to tell you is something this old fool should have understood 40 years ago. I built an empire worth $1.2 million. I had everything you could imagine: a corner office overlooking downtown, a private jet, a beach house that others could only dream about. People called me a master of life. Magazines featured my success stories. Young guys would hang on my every word, desperate to learn the secret formula for success. But nobody saw the other side of the coin. While I was building this massive empire, I was destroying with my own hands the only thing that truly had value. And by the time I finally understood what I'd done, it was already too late to fix anything, too late to patch it all back together. I'm 76 years old now. I sold the company years ago. The money sits there, more than I could ever spend. But if I'm being completely honest with you, I would give every last penny away just to go back and live my life like a decent human being. And it doesn't matter how old you are right now, son. If you're grinding yourself into the ground and telling yourself just a little bit longer, just a couple more years to push through, then listen to me carefully. I was exactly like you, and I got everything wrong. Let's go back to 1978. I was 30 years old, just married Linda. I was starting my career path, clawing my way up with everything I had. Everyone thought I was crazy, but I was killing myself trying to prove I could make it. The first 5 years passed like water through my fingers. I only came home to sleep. I worked 12-hour days with no weekends, no breaks. I missed everything: birthdays, holidays, our anniversaries. Linda put up with it, or at least I thought she was putting up with it. She would say, "It's okay, Rob, we're doing this for our future." And I believed her. I believed it with all my heart. I kept thinking, once we get on our feet, once we break through, then we'll really start living. I thought there would be time later. That was the lie I fed myself for more than 20 years. In 1983, our daughter Sarah was born. I remember Linda's contractions started while I was sitting in some crucial meeting, trying to prove something to some big shots. I arrived after the fact, after everything was already over. I kept promising myself I'd be there for the important moments. Yeah, right. I missed everything. Her first steps, her first day of school, all those school performances, her graduation. There's one memory that still tears my soul apart to this day. Sarah was about 7 years old. She came into my office carrying a drawing she'd made. I looked at it. She'd drawn our family, all of us together. Her eyes were shining. She looked so happy. But I was on the phone, handling some business issue. I held up my finger to shush her, telling her to wait, to be quiet. She stood there in the doorway for about a minute, then she left. Years later, I found that drawing, and at the bottom, in wobbly handwriting, it said, "Daddy, I love you even when you're too busy." She was 7 years old, you understand? By the time I saw those words, my life had already passed me by. By 1996, we had basically become royalty. Business was booming. We built this massive house. We took our first family trip abroad together. I thought to myself, see, all that hard work paid off, didn't it? But the air had already changed. Linda had learned how to live without me. She had her own friends, her own life. Sarah turned 13, and she would barely speak to me through gritted teeth. I had become like a guest in my own home. I kept reassuring myself it was just a phase, teenage years, it'll pass. I thought once she goes to college, once she moves away to study, then we'll grow closer. I kept waiting for that magical later, for that happy tomorrow that never came. In 2001, we sent Sarah off to study at an Ivy League university. I was so proud, chest puffed out like a peacock. But when we were saying goodbye, she hugged her mother for 5 solid minutes, crying her eyes out, while she gave me this dry, perfunctory hug that lasted maybe a second, just for show, just to check the box. That same year, Linda filed for divorce. 23 years of marriage, and that was it. Her patience had run out. She had essentially been a widow for 2 decades. I was married to my work, not to her. I had nothing to say in response. She was right, completely right. After the divorce, I buried myself even deeper into work. The company grew to the skies. They put me in business rankings and magazines. Everyone kept asking, "Robert Henderson, how did you achieve all this?" But I never told the truth that I had paid for it with everything that was alive in me, everything that mattered. In 2009, my heart gave out. I had a heart attack. I was 61. I'd stayed late at the office, and suddenly this crushing pain hit my chest. I drove myself to the hospital because there was nobody to call. Linda had a new family by then, a new husband. Sarah was living her own life in New York. My secretary only found out the next day when I didn't show up for a meeting. I was lying there under the IVs, staring at the ceiling, and it hit me like a sledgehammer to the head. For what? I built this empire, but who needs it? Linda wasn't there. Sarah had learned to live without me for herself, for her own ego. Oh, this endless race we run. In 2012, I sold everything, the whole damn thing. I got a mountain of money, and then I sat there thinking, now what? How am I supposed to live now? I was 64 years old with more money than I could spend in 10 lifetimes, but there was nobody to spend it with. Everything around me was empty. I tried to reach out to Sarah, called her, flew out to visit. But time, you see, is a strange thing. You can't buy it back. You can't catch up to it. You can't go back and attend that school performance. The moment is gone forever. Now Sarah is polite with me. We have lunch sometimes, we talk on the phone occasionally, but we're strangers. There's no warmth, you understand? Not the kind of warmth there should be between a father and daughter. We don't have inside jokes. We don't have shared memories. We're like acquaintances, and that's my fault. Entirely my fault. 3 years ago, she got married and asked me to walk her down the aisle. I walked her down, but at the reception, her toast was all about her mother, about how mom was always there, how mom supported her, how mom made her into the person she is. At the end, she nodded at me and said, "Thanks for coming, Dad." That was it. Like I was some distant guest, not her own father. That night in my hotel room, I got drunk and cried for the first time in 40 years because I had missed everything. Absolutely everything that truly mattered. I built my dreams on sand, and my daughter grew up without me even noticing. I'm not her father. I'm just some old man she tolerates out of respect. That's what it took me 76 years of life to understand. Success is worth nothing if you're alone in an empty apartment. Money is just paper if there's nobody to share it with. I look at young men now and I see myself. I see them working 80-hour weeks, trading family dinners for reports and clients, putting their careers above their wives and children. And they all say the same thing, my same lie. Just hold on a bit longer. Once I make partner, once I close this deal, then I'll focus on family. That day will never come, son. There will always be a new goal, a new position, a new crisis. The finish line keeps moving and your kids will grow up. Your wife will leave or just stop loving you. And you'll wake up an old stump with a fat bank account and a hole in your chest. If I could go back to my 30-year-old self right now, I would say, Rob, the company won't collapse if you leave at 6 o'clock. That meeting can wait until Monday. You can write that email tomorrow, but your daughter's childhood won't wait. Her concert is today, her tears are today. Miss it and you can't get it back. Work will always be there. There will always be deals to close, but your kids won't stay kids forever. Your wife won't wait forever. Your parents aren't eternal. The people you love, they have a timer ticking, and you don't know when it's going to hit zero. I have enough money now for my grandchildren and great-grandchildren, real estate, bank accounts, investments. But I would give it all away for just one more evening with 7-year-old Sarah, or to sit with Linda when we were still close, when we were still family. Just to be there with them. They're somewhere out there now, living their lives. And you know what's the funniest part? Nobody at my old company even remembers me anymore. New owners came in and forgot my name. Those deals I sacrificed my health for, they're dust. Nobody cares. My great achievements are now just paperwork rotting in some archive. But Sarah remembers. She remembers how Dad wasn't there. Every birthday without me, every broken promise, it's embedded in her forever. And there's nothing I can do to fix it. I'm 76, living alone by the ocean. I have all the time in the world with nowhere to put it. I read books, I take walks, I help out with small things here and there. But mostly I sit and think about what life could have been if I had understood earlier that success isn't the numbers in your bank account or the square footage of your house. Success is when people are waiting for you at home, when they love you. So if you're watching this and you've stayed late at work again, stop. Close your laptop, go home, hug your wife, play with your kids, just be with them. Because I give you my word, in 20 years you won't remember that report. But whether you were there when they needed you, that will stay forever. And don't think your situation is different, that you're doing it for a good cause. I thought that too. All of us men think we're special, but we're all the same. We think we have plenty of time. That family is the rear guard that will wait for us. Then suddenly it's too late. Don't repeat my fate. Go home. Choose your family. Because on your deathbed, nobody will care about your career. But having your loved ones by your side, that's the only thing that matters. Otherwise, you'll end up like me, rich, successful, and a lonely old man that nobody needs. If this hit you hard, good. It means you're still alive inside. If you want to change something, do it now. Not on Monday, not in the new year. Today. Time doesn't care about your plans. It just keeps slipping away, and one day it will run out completely. Write in the comments what you're going to do differently. Subscribe if you want to hear more from an old man who figured out life too late. Send this to someone who needs a wake-up call. And then put your phone away and go to the people you love. Believe me, son, they're more important than anything else in this world.